I joined Copenhagen Flames back in 2017 after I worked with some other organizations abroad like G2 and Splice. And when I initially joined Copenhagen Flames, we had less resources than we do today, so we were fighting in some of the smaller titles trying to make a name for ourselves. But today we're challenging in some of the bigger titles, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, but of course also Fortnite. And with the new Socios partnership, we're also looking to take that to new heights.
My time in Flames started in 2016, where I started as a streamer and Twitch manager. Back then I worked from home 2 or 3 times a week. I streamed on Twitch, and I was also responsible for the Twitch channel and growing that. After some time I became the content manager instead, where I do all the production, do all the planning and the creation of our graphics and stuff. And I work in an office now. We are 10 to 15 full-time employees in Copenhagen Flames now, which is amazing compared to where I started. So yeah, and we're doing production for Red Bull, for Astralis and stuff like that, which I'm also responsible for. So yeah, the growth in Copenhagen Flames has been amazing.
My name is Stefan Thomsen. I am the CEO and founder of Copenhagen Flames. We established the club back in 2016, where I started out with less than $10,000, and now we're here with a Socios sponsorship. We have about 15, 20 people working full-time with esports. We have professional teams in Counter-Strike, League of Legends and Fortnite, and we're looking to make a bigger impact on the esports world with the Socios sponsorship. The FanFlux competition was a great experience for us, which showed us how to drive fan engagement on a whole new level. We gained immediate support from the whole of the Danish esport and gaming community, which showed us how far we've come, as well as how strong of a community we have here in Denmark. Coming in second in the FanFlux competition, reaching 5,000 votes, has made a huge difference for us. We are now able to further engage in Fortnite, signing 4 players for the 6-month sponsorship.
My name is Sebastian, probably better known as Sebem, which is my Fortnite and my streamer nickname. First off, thank you so much for letting us participate in the FanFlux competition. It meant a lot for me personally, but also for my organization. It meant that we could get the funding for me and the rest of the Fortnite players to go pro, and that has been a dream for me for a long time. I've been playing computer for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years nearly, and been playing Counter-Strike for a long time, been watching Counter-Strike, League of Legends, all these esports, and like looking at the pros and just having this dream of going pro and getting one of the best one day. Being one of the best, sorry. And that dream I can pursue now. Copenhagen Flames got the funding, so they were able to make us pro players. And I have a lot of practice ahead. I'm definitely one of the good players from Denmark, but I'm nothing near one of the best, and that's my dream, to be there. It's kind of hard being a streamer when you don't have that much viewers, but with this funding and me being able to go pro makes me relax a lot more. So I'm really happy for that. Thank you a lot, Socios, for doing this, and yes, thank you.
My favorite game from my childhood must be Crash Bandicoot. I spent so many hours on the PlayStation 1 with my sister playing that game over and over and over again, trying to beat each other's records, trying to complete the maps in different ways. So spent a lot of hours in that game, and it has a special place in my heart today.
My favorite childhood game would probably be Minecraft. Minecraft was a game I played a lot when I was a child, and I remember my cousin taught me how to play it, and I was hooked from the start. I was only 9 or 10 years old when I got into Minecraft.
My favorite game from my childhood must be Kingdom Hearts. The whole franchise has always been a part of my life. When I look back to my childhood and my happy memories, it will be like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2. Those are probably the games I used the most time on that console. I had so much trouble finishing the games because they're so hard in the end. And of course I had to play it on the highest difficulty. So I actually don't know if I've ever actually beaten Kingdom Hearts 2. I must go back and do that.
It would probably be Harbour Hotel. It was not like a FPS game, shooter game or anything like that. It was a online chatting game. I was not that old. I was maybe like 10 or 12 years old. So the money I earned was like a lot for me, and I loved playing games. So I bought a lot of Steam games, and I made a lot of money from that. Not anything I saved, but I bought a lot of games to both me and my friends, and I had a lot of fun with Harbour. So yeah, that's probably my favorite childhood game.
I probably think it was Counter-Strike, back in the day when one of the early versions of Counter-Strike came out. I played it when I was just 3 years old. So that's when I started to get into gaming really.
My favorite childhood game is Baldur's Gate, a role-playing game which I played non-stop from I was like 13, 14 years old. Again and again, you can be different characters, different groups. It's a great adventure, and it was kind of my first experience with role-playing games on computer. So Baldur's Gate is definitely my favorite game from my childhood.